Hey girl campers, it's Brenda Puckett, Certified RV Inspector. Welcome back to another episode in our series, 52 Ways to Empower Women RVers. I'm here again with my friend Sue from Royal Flush. She's also a certified RV technician, and she has just completed a cleansing of our friend Dana's combo black and gray tank, and we've been asking her. Girl campers have all kinds of questions about this rite of passage here.
Oh my goodness.
And I want to know, what are some tips that Sue has? What do you say about dump day? Is there any kind of special gear or attachments? What's some tips for us?
Yes, and this, like you said, it's one of those questions we all have. When we all started RVing, we all were like, what is this about? And I'm going to tell you, it's easier than you think. You can do this. And so when it's dump day, I recommend keeping your valves closed until you're going to dump.
So both black and gray.
Both black and gray. Now that's going to fly in the face of what you hear on a lot of other sites, but I recommend keeping them closed.
Okay.
And then I recommend that you dump your tanks when they get to about 2/3 full.
Okay.
And you might, for me, and you might find this too, depending on how many people are using the rig, is that you dump your gray tanks more often than you dump your black tanks.
Okay.
So you don't have to wait until they're both like at the right point. You can go ahead and dump the gray tank when you need to, and then when they're both the next time that you're going to dump them, when you've got the black tank ready to go, dump the black tank first, let that drain, and then dump the gray tank. And the gray tank water will help wash out your sewer hose and get everything cleaned out and help everything moving through. So I just use simple gloves.
Oh, okay.
I don't
gloves.
make it complicated.
What about this sewer hose? Is there anything special about it, or the attachments?
Not really. I mean, the thing I like about this is that you can actually make it shorter or longer, and that's actually nice, because what you really want is as straight of a shot as you can.
Okay.
Which is also why people use these. Any kind of a brace, so they call them caterpillars, sidewinders, all kinds of things. But it's basically to give you the straightest shot without having meandering hose all over the place, just because that makes it harder to dump properly. So straight shot. I like the clear elbow because it's just easy to see what's going on.
And if you guys can see, we have a little bit of extra equipment here because Sue just finished her work, but this elbow is typical. A lot of people get those, and that's just to make sure everything's...
It's just a nice idea to just keep an eye out while you're dumping your tanks, to watch what's coming out, make sure things are coming out. So I like the clear elbow like that.
Is there an adapter on the end of this too, on the bottom of this elbow, that helps it fit?
They're all different kinds. So sometimes you can screw these in. You can also get what's called a donut, and it's basically like a rubber piece that you can put in to keep the seal really great. So there's different ways that people do it depending on the actual setup that you have.
Got it.
But it works
great.
great.
I have one more question for you.
Yep.
After we dump the black tank, do you leave it dry, or do you put something back into there?
Great question. I do recommend that you have a little bit of water in each your black and your gray tank after you dump. So dump them completely, and then the easiest way to do it in your black tank is to fill the toilet bowl all the way to the top, and then dump it. And then do that 2 more times, because that's about the right amount of water. That's about 3 gallons. And then do the same thing in your sink. Just let some water run so that you've got a little bit of water in the tank.
I didn't know that about the gray. I never heard about leaving that water in there too. Well, these are great tips. Thank you so much, Sue, for everything. This has been very enlightening. You guys tune in next time for another episode of 52 Ways to Empower Women RVers. We'll see you next time.